Hello there, it is Josh again. That is taps that you hear, and I should be standing at attention facing the music, but who gives a shit? Okay, so, haven't posted a video in a while, so let's talk about what's happened in the recent past. So, not good things have happened. So, the video before this was how I was pretty much at the 2-week mark, and I was on the 13-day mark of NoFap, and I had just conquered really strong urges the days preceding to that video and the day of the video. And yeah, like, I was super proud that I'd passed overcome the urges, and at that point I still had not fapped. And then the next day, the 14th day, got all through the day without fapping, and then night came, and it was a pretty good night. Like, I avoided using my phone while in my bed, so I went to sleep pretty easily, and yeah, like, nothing happened. And then I had this fucking dream, and it was so weird because it was not an erotic dream at all, but like, there was a thought that was kind of conscious of the fact that I was on NoFap. And so my sleeping brain had this wonderful idea to see if I could just orgasm at will. Just making sure nobody's behind me hearing this shit. So I was doing something rhythmic, but that has nothing to do with, like masturbating or putting your dick in and out of a pussy, but it was like a rhythmic action, like, I don't know, swinging a hammer or something. I don't think that was it, but something that you repeatedly do with rhythm. And so, like, my brain, while I was doing those things in the dream, imagined it was like, banging a girl. And it took me like 5 or 6 of the repeated sequence for me to orgasm. So, like, I pretty much cummed at will. Like, it was literally like, in the dream, 5, let's say, swings of the hammer, because I don't remember what I was doing, but like 5 swings of the hammer and I came. Now, I don't know how the time of dreams works, so like, if 5 swings of the hammer in the dream was like 5 minutes in real time of just thinking sexual thoughts to make me orgasm, but that's how quick it happened. Like, 5 of my dream person swinging a hammer and my real life dick orgasmed. And I realized that in the back of my mind during the dream, so somehow I came out of the dream and I woke up to check if it was a real orgasm, because I wasn't sure if I'd orgasmed in the dream or in real life. So I got out of the dream to check, and sure enough, my fucking pants were wet. And so I was like, fuck, there goes the streak. But I also felt like there was also this thought where well, does it really count? Because you didn't watch porn and you didn't masturbate, and technically you were dreaming, so you can't really control your dreams, right? But to address that, I don't know, I was kind of having conscious thoughts. That's as close to a lucid dream as I've had in a long time. And so yeah, so then when that happened, I was like, I went back to bed for like a couple minutes, or no, a couple hours. And then I woke up and my roommate, this was the weekend, and my roommate he went off to do something early in the morning. So I was alone in the room, and I figured I had it to myself for a good amount of time because my roommate had just left and I had just woken up. And so I was like, fuck it. I already masturbated, so the streak's already done, so might as well actually enjoy it. So as I was saying, some random jogger just passed me. Fucking hell. Now I'm gonna have to combine this and the other video into one on iMovie, then export it to my photo library, then upload it to YouTube. Fucking hell. Anyways, so yeah, my thought process was, well, I already came during the dream, so the streak is over. But since it's over, and I didn't really get to enjoy the feeling of masturbating and watching porn, and all the dopamine release that comes from that, since the streak's already over, might as well do it while the streak's at 0. And that was my twisted logic. So I watched a porn video that I have went back to previously, and I masturbated to it, and I came again twice in one morning, one willfully and one somewhat willfully. So yeah, that ended the streak. And the day after I uploaded that video of me being, oh yes, I conquered my urges, and then the fucking day after I give in. But this is a lesson. It means that even in dreams I'm not safe, which is kind of depressing, because that means I have to fucking resist my urges 24/7. But I don't know, like, not all of my dreams are that lucid. Like, I wouldn't call that a lucid dream, but I was pretty aware, and I'm not sure I'll be that aware in the dreams to come, to where I can resist doing anything sexual, especially if I'll come that easily, like literally seconds in the dream. That'll be difficult, but I don't know, I guess I learned something from there. And also, I pledged to myself that from here on out, I will not. Because, I mean, I can say I'm not going to masturbate at all, but, I mean, that's kind of unrealistic. Like, I don't know if I have the willpower to completely take myself off of masturbation forever until I get a girl. So, what I can say is that from here on out, I will not masturbate sooner than 2 weeks. That's the new low standard. And that's progress. That's great progress. From masturbating at least once, sometimes multiple times every day, to masturbating once every 2 weeks. And it's only going to become less than that from here on out. That's progress. And I'm grateful for that. So it's been like, let's see. That was, okay, so today's Wednesday. I think that was like Saturday morning or something. And today's Wednesday. So it's been like 4 or 5 days since, 4 days since I masturbated. And I'm not really feeling much. Like, I didn't feel much in the way of lower confidence or anything, lower energy the day that I masturbated, and I haven't felt rising confidence or any of that since I haven't masturbated for 4 days. So yeah, I don't know. I think I will only see true, long-lasting, and consistent results when I get past that 2-week mark and beyond. Because, like, the 2-week mark is like the tipping point. It's like height of urges, and that's where most people fail, I've heard, right around that 2-week mark. And I failed. I could make excuses and say that I just did it because I orgasmed in a dream, but an orgasm is an orgasm. So, yeah, it's unfortunate, but why do we fall? So we can pick ourselves up again. Yeah. There was another thing that I wanted to say, but I don't know if I'll remember it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Another update. Well, I'm not sure if this is a coincidence, but since, like, this whole week, I've been very inconsistent with working out. I did my full body workout on Sunday, and then I have not done anything since. Today's Wednesday, and I've missed like 2 workouts, which is pathetic because for 2 weeks I had consistently done the workout, and I don't know if it's a coincidence, but the day I masturbated was the day everything changed. Now I lost my habit, so I'm going to try and get back to it. I'm going to work out every day for the rest of this week to make up for lost workouts earlier this week. And yeah, I'm just going to try and get back into it. I've been laxing on social media intake, especially YouTube. I've been a lot more liberal with it, so I'm going to try and lessen that. I have been meditating consistently, so that's good. But I'm going to try and be a lot more stable with my YouTube use. And yeah. Another thing that's been making things difficult is I've been trying to, my tax files have been kept getting rejected because I need some IRS ID pin or something, and I can't get it without valid ID, but I don't have a fucking driver's license because my license is expired, and so I literally don't have any valid ID, and I don't have a passport, so I can't do shit until I get an ID. And so I'm trying to get a license and a car because, well, first of all that, and also 2 of my brothers are coming within like the next month, which is extremely exciting. They'll be visiting here, maybe both at the same time, but it doesn't matter. Like, I'm just grateful that 2 of my brothers are coming. So yeah, I'd like to get a car by then, but I think Peter's gonna drive down with his new Toyota RAV4, so I mean, we'll be driving in that whip, so that'll be taken care of, but I still want a car. So yeah, it's a hectic week for me, at least. Quite inconvenient getting a driver's license in South Carolina. Quite inconvenient indeed, especially with my fucking schedule. But yeah, if all goes well, I should get my license tomorrow. But I'm guessing there'll be some hiccup along the way. I won't have something that I need, or they won't have an available road test that day, so we'll see how it goes. But that's where I'm at now. Just wanted to update you and, come clean. It's really disappointing that I lost my streak so early. Well, I mean, 2 weeks is pretty good for me. It's really good, but I just wish I could have gone farther. I wish, because that kind of makes everything I said in that one video invalid. Like how I said, like, being able to tell Glendon that me just thinking of us, like, on the side of the river over a campfire and me being able to tell him that I have not masturbated since that day I called you and said that I'm on NoFap. That'll be the greatest feeling, but now that's invalid. But I can still make an impressive streak before then, and that's what I plan to do. But it's going to be very difficult because even like thinking about it just makes me want to do it again. It wasn't even that good, but just thinking about it, talking about it, during this video, I wanted to do it again. And I was just on my phone mindlessly scrolling today. And just being in that environment where you're doing nothing, you have nothing to do, and it's available, it's just so easy to be tempted. Thankfully I didn't, but I know the things that I need to avoid now. And so I will work on avoiding those things. And yeah, it's partly why I'm out here, because I don't want to just be holed up in my room doing jack shit and just making it easy for me to fail. So also I've just been super lazy, so I figured a walk out in the trail would be nice. Even if it's ass weather and night outside, but that's okay. You got to do what you got to do to improve yourself. This has been my first hiccup since my first major hiccup since starting self-improvement, and it has shown me that you can't expect to be perfect when you're starting this journey, and it's all a process. Like, I was super motivated to self-improve, and this week I've lost that motivation, but I'm still gonna do it because I know the benefits. And that's what part of it, trusting the process is. Even if you don't feel it, you gotta trust that it works. And that is the motivation for you to commit to it. So yeah, that's all I gotta say for now, and I will see you later. Peace.